welcome to this here podcast. It is September 18th, so this will be for what? The 21st? Hang on. Yep, this will be for the 21st. I actually made a list of things I wanted to discuss. There's a lot of news came out the last week and a bit since Starfield has released. There's been a whole bunch of Sony fanboy assault on Twitter, on YouTube, and stuff like that. Alex has been covering some of that stuff on his channel, as he always does every week. There's always something new, and King Thrash keeps sticking his I did manage to get my copy of Andor Season 1. I think it came last week, if I remember correctly. And earlier today, I got my copy of Orville Season 3. Now, it looks like it was possibly a bootleg copy. I don't know when I'll upload that unboxing video, but yeah, I'm very, very wary of it, because even the discs look almost black, so they don't look right to me. Maybe that was the only way that I'd be able to get a copy. But the first two I got official releases on DVD. I've got them behind me, and I've showed them on my reviews and stuff like that. So there's that. And then Marvel's Avengers was by Square Enix, is on sale for 90% off or something like that. I did pick it up on Steam. Whether or not it works on the Steam Deck, I don't know yet. I might play it at some point, but it was like $5. It was really cheap. So yeah. And then on September 30th, they're delisting it. So I figured, well, I'll just grab it. Yeah, I know it's probably janky and buggy and not that great, but still, that's something I can maybe do something with. And I also managed to get OBS working on my Steam Deck. I had some issues linking OBS to my YouTube account, so at some point I should be able to stream directly off of my Steam Deck. Now, there will be some issues with me switching from the desktop mode to a game mode in Steam while OBS is running, so it'll probably be a little janky. When those streams start, it's not as seamless as with the PlayStation, where it only shows the stream when I'm actually streaming, whereas for the first bit it'll show OBS and it'll be that infinite mirror type deal in the beginning as I select Steam and go to the game I want to play and all that other stuff. It'll be a little bit weird. I probably won't stream anything I'm currently playing, Monster Hunter Stories 2 and Hogwarts Legacy. I haven't played Monster Hunter Stories 2 in a bit, and I haven't played much of anything lately. I still have some recordings from Hogwarts Legacy and Pokemon Scarlet. And I think it was last week or the week before, I heard that Hogwarts Legacy hit #1 on Steam again. So I thought, well, if it was still that popular, maybe I can get some views from some gameplay. I got something in my eye. Some loose eyelashes. And I saw... Oh, that's what I didn't write down. Last week was the Nintendo Direct and the Sony State of Play. I watched both of those. Yeah, there's nothing that was like a must-have. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door looks somewhat interesting. I might pick it up at some point. Um, and there was that Peach game. I forget what it's called. That seems somewhat interesting. Um, but yeah, I don't know. But the state of play, um, they showed some stuff with Marvel Spider-Man. But that first game that they showed, Baby Feet, or Baby Steps, not Baby Feet, Baby Steps, that looked just awful. Like, that looks like such a terrible game. Like, I'm actually kind of glad I don't have a PS5 because honestly, I have no reason to. And even if I got a PS5, I would probably just um, play my PS4 games on it anyways. And the SSD is a lot more prone to failure than an HDD. Like if my hard drive dies in my PS4 Pro, I can just swap it out and put in a new one. Whereas the SSD on the PlayStation is it's hardwired. It's like soldered onto the board basically. Although I could use an M.2 NVMe drive, just have it all on there. That's also an option. But yeah, SSDs are more prone to failure than over time than an HDD. An HDD is a lot more reliable for long term storage than an SSD. Um, Especially if you use like sleep mode or um, on the in the case of the Xbox, quick resume and stuff like that, or hibernation. Um, what else was there? No. The other thing I want to talk about that is related to my channel is Bakugan Gen 3. I noticed it when I went to Walmart just before the weekend because I had to grab some stuff from one or two items from Walmart, and I was looking for a Kato, which I did find, but I saw the new Bakugan stuff. Now, currently, most of my Gen 3 stuff is already on my channel. The first two items that I bought are there. I uploaded on Monday, so if you want to go back and look at those, I did buy two exclusive packs from Walmart. Bruiser, Nilius, Trox, and Octagon. The two packs of, like, one was Bruiser and Octagon, or I don't remember which one came with which. But my Nilius, man, my Nilius doesn't even open when you hit the magnet, and it's like, it's not so good. But I have them here. So this is currently how I'm storing my Gen 3 stuff. And yeah, it's not as good as the Gen 2 after Armored Alliance. Like, starting with Armored Alliance and onward, it was really good. Battle Planet was alright. I don't know if you can actually commingle Battle Planet with Armored Alliance. It almost seemed like a soft reboot to me, because they changed the Baku cores and they changed a whole bunch of stuff, and then they introduced the gate cards. Technically, you could still use the gate cards with Battle Planet. But I basically pulled out all my Battle Planet stuff and I just stuck it in a box, and it's in storage right now. I did run my rip cords under hot water to kind of straighten them out. They're not perfectly straight, but they're actually usable now, which is nice. But you can't even use your special attack Bakugan on a flat surface. Now, when I ripped them and had them spinning, my table has a bit of a dip in the middle. so they kind of stayed a little bit more to the middle. But I don't know if I can't remember if they popped open on the table or not. But yeah, the magnets are off center. I noticed on a lot of them, they're not like right in the middle of the bottom. They're slightly off to the side, um, which also makes things a little bit more difficult to figure out how to roll them. And sometimes you might have a defective one, like I do with a defective Nilius. Uh, and I don't even know what to do with it. Because I know Walmart won't take it back um, for an exchange. I might either just pick up another one of those packs with the Nilius, or just pick up just a regular Nilius and whatnot, core Nilius, core Bakugan Nilius, and just work with that and just swap the card between them if I need to. Or yeah, that kind of sucked. Um, and I did make up a binder for all my cards. I probably have way too many pages for what I plan on getting, because I don't think I'm going to get too much. I have one Gen 3 Bakugan that ordered off of eBay, and then I have 3 items that I ordered off of Walmart, and then I have, yeah, and then those two packs. One 5-pack, one starter, and then one single special attack. And then just a core off of eBay. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with Gen 3. I kind of wish they either held off on it for a few more years, or and just built up Gen 2, or just never did that and just built up Gen 2 with maybe another set or something like that. Because Legends was a little bit disappointing. Evolutions was good, but yeah, Legends, they re-released some stuff, which was kind of nice for me to be able to get some of the stuff that I missed during Armored Alliance, like the fusions and stuff, which I missed out on a lot of those. But yeah, one thing that I've watched several videos by other Bakugan YouTubers. In one of the videos, it's like you need the battle arena, either the battle arena or the tin, in order to actually even use the special attacks, the special attack Bakugan, because they just go everywhere. It's like It's like trying to do a Beyblade battle on a tabletop. You just can't do it. And the whole spinning thing is just weird. It's not really Bakugan. The cores are still Bakugan to some degree. Their designs aren't that great, but yeah, it's almost like with the cores, they almost went back to like Gen 1, which I'm not a big fan of personally. I thought the concept was pretty cool, but I never purchased any of it because I didn't really want it. When Battle Planet came out, I was like, oh, this is the Bakugan that I actually want. It took them several years, but they finally came out with what I wanted in Bakugan: more intricate, more complex designs for like their ultras. Their cores were a lot nicer designs too, and yeah, and they just kind of improved on that with Armored Alliance, Geogan Rising, and then with Evolutions and Legends. Like, yeah, that was really good. But Gen 3 is just, I have Beyblades, and actually Beyblades are more popular on my channel than than Bakugan right now. I have been uploading a few videos every once in a while when I pick up some stuff, but like they don't get me the views at all. Um, they're not nearly as popular as they used to be. Um, I think Spin Master should have just spent some time doing some market research and doing like online surveys or something like that, rather than releasing Gen 3, which is like a really dumbed down version of Gen 1 and 2. It's not nearly as entertaining, and the new battle arena is so complicated. Like it's not like it's got way too many parts for what it is. Like I have the neon green battle arena. It's 4 pieces. They just interlock together. Then you're ready and set and ready to brawl. But with this new arena, you got these red pieces. You got 4 of these red pieces, one on either side, then across from each other. You got these stands. You got these like training kits that you can get that you can attach onto them, and it's basically all you need it for is to be able to just have the dip for the cards, the gate cards to sit flat, just the indentation for the cards to sit flat, so that you have a flat surface that they can roll on, and bumpers. And it's like, oh. It's like overly complicated for such a simple usage. And from what I've seen, it's not like it's difficult to assemble, but it's just way too many pieces, way too many parts for what you need. And you can technically get all the trainer packs. They will be releasing another one soon, so there will be 4 of them out there. The Walmart exclusive, the dragon one, and the blue one, the red one, and there will be like a brown and green one coming out eventually. You can buy 4 of those and make an arena out of that, so that they don't go everywhere. But still, it's like you're spending more on those trainer packs than you are on the actual arena. So it's like, oh. It's like, why? Whereas, like, I have just 2. I have 2 other arenas, but I have 2 of the basic. They're not arenas. Actually, no, they are arenas for Beyblade. The Beyblade arenas. I've got 2 of the cheap plastic ones. I got the red and the orange one. I might have to try and pick up the one for Quad Strike. But they're like $10-15. At most 20. Whereas like the battle arena for Bakugan is $50. That's before tax. So like if I were to pick it up, it'd be like $65. It's like, why? Why? Oh man, it's actually cheaper on Amazon than it is at Walmart right now, which is kind of dumb. But I do want to get the Amazon exclusive one because that one looks cooler. It's got translucent plastic whenever that releases. But like, I'm probably just gonna pick up some Gen 3. Set up some stuff so that when I have a friend over, I can do some brawls, just to kind of see how it is in person. You can kind of take how it is from videos, but yeah. But I have a bin here in my closet with a bunch of Baku clips, and I have ready-made teams from starters that I've purchased. I gotta add some gate cards, but it's got the Baku cores there. It's got 3 Bakugan, and 1 gate card for each of them, and they're basically ready to go. to battle. I haven't had an opportunity to set anything up. I did have my friend over um, last week, um, a week and a half ago now, and yeah, we did Pokemon battles. And one thing that really sucks is there is no competitive play anywhere in my area, even though I'm in a major metropolitan area. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Um, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just like I all I can do is just basically set up battles at home and play and stuff like that. But there's no competitive stuff, and they never released in like the card game. They never released that up here in Canada. All you could do was get the toys, get the gate cards, the Bakugors, so you could play like the beginner and intermediate game, but you couldn't play like the pro level stuff. They did with Battle Planet, but they only released like the first set, series 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think. Never released in Canada. Never released the starters for the pro stuff. So if there were exclusive Bakugan in those 3 starters plus the deck, those sets, never got them. That was just like exclusive to the States, as far as I know. I don't know if they were released in Europe with the cards. Um, but yeah, I didn't mind the card game. It did add some stuff to it, but it was just Age of Arliss never showed up. Some of the other sets, I forget their names, but I remember Age of Arliss. Never saw any of it. Um, just Battle Planet, and the stores actually had to put it on clearance because Spin Master overshipped it in Canada for that first set. I think it took them like almost 2 or 3 years for them to actually sell off all of their Battle Planet boosters and boxes and stuff like that, and their starters and everything from Battle Planet. Because I remember even when Armored Alliance was out, I could still find boosters. I could find an entire box of boosters just sitting on the shelf. Yeah, it sucked. And none of the newer sets ever released. There are some stuff that I got from, like with Armored Alliance, when they included some of the cards, like the Bakugan cards, and they would throw in like an extra card or whatever from the set at that time. I have some of those cards, but I don't have enough to make a deck. A lot of them I only have a single copy, and I think I only have maybe 20 or 30 cards at most. And they're all like different stuff for different factions and stuff, and it's like it would be impossible to make a deck out of any of that. I might even be overestimating how many cards I have. But yeah, I am hoping to maybe set some time aside to play some more Scarlet, because that's been pretty decent for views. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I would like more, but since I'm just uploading raw gameplay, it's not too bad. At some point, I'll try and find the time to stream. Usually, when I try and stream, I usually try to stream on like Saturday nights when I can. I still have to replace the fan in my PS4 Pro. I have the fan, and last week I unboxed my thermal paste that I ordered off of AliExpress because it was really cheap there. It was actually cheaper than if I ordered off of eBay. It's a really good thermal paste. It's by by a very good company. I have their thermal pad for my CPU for my computer that I still have to build, but yeah, that was kind of put on hold since I injured my back at work. And then a few weeks ago, I had a major flare up and stuff, and so I haven't been at work yet. I can't lift too much. My back muscles are very weak. So, yeah. And when I had that computer built, it weighed like 40 pounds, which is more than what I can lift right now. That's about 4 times as much than my current lifting capacity. Let's see, is there anything else I want to say before I end this video for this podcast? I'm looking forward to being able to play games at my local hobby store again. I still have to do some stuff for my decks. One deck I pretty much built from cards that I pulled, plus I bought some. So one deck is pretty much ready to go. I gotta tweak it a bit. The other one I still gotta kind of figure out to play Pokemon again. And I'm hoping they'll have HeroClix again. So I'll probably be able to play that again in the next month or two, or whenever they have judges for that again. They already have tables set up, which is nice. They're currently using the tables to organize their inventory with their shipments of orders that they've got of product. I did order some stuff off of eBay, and I did sell some of my Pokemon cards to be able to afford some of the stuff that I needed to take care of. I'm yeah. But yeah. I'm hoping that things will improve for the better soon. And what else can I say? Did I go over everything? I think I got up to episode 5 of Andor, season 1. There are 12 episodes. I'm starting from the beginning of the season again, just as a refresher. And then I'll start putting out reviews. I think I'll still do episode by episode, like how I had done it. But with Orville, I'll probably just review the whole season. I hope those discs will work. I have not left feedback on that purchase of the Orville season 3 yet, but it looks bootleg. It looks bootleg. Does not look official, which is very disappointing, because I have no idea how else I could potentially watch it. And season 2 ended on a cliffhanger of the Orville, which sucks. I would like to see season 3. I do have my other mask that I've been using for my reviews, and I gotta rewatch season 3 of Mandalorian, because I kind of rushed through it, and I was forgetting stuff, and it was I did record it, but I gotta rewatch it and re-record my review. My review was not that great. Most of my reviews aren't that great, but I'm trying. and I never know if I'm going to actually like something or not when I watch stuff. Um, but yeah, I, I I do hope things will improve with Star Wars in the future. Maybe they can use the World Between Worlds to fix the sequel trilogy and maybe make it not canon and just recast the actors who played Han, Luke, and Leia, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher, and just maybe redo the sequel trilogy and just have that as like an alternate timeline or something like that. Um, Sucks they didn't get it right the first time, but yeah, who knows? Just have to wait and see what happens in the future with that. Um, yeah, seems like a lot of old franchises have been going downhill. Um, Square Enix is deep in the hole because of some of the games that they put out, like Marvel's Avengers and Forspoken, that were absolute flops, and they were just not good games. Um, Final Fantasy 16 was, from what I've seen, okay, but it wasn't a big time seller, and it was exclusive to Sony. So, yeah, I don't think I can even get it on Steam. I don't know. I haven't looked into that. Um, but like a lot of the PlayStation exclusives, the Microsoft exclusives, they're available on Steam. So yeah, I have not needed to get an Xbox or a PlayStation 5. I haven't really bought any Sony games. I do have some Microsoft games though. Um, I have Forza Horizon 5. Um, I've got the multiplayer, which was free for Halo Infinite. Uh, what else? Uh, yeah, I think that's about it. I'd have to pull up my Steam Deck to have a look. Um, but yeah, I think that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this podcast and have a good one.